She's a baby. Say I'm Roscoe. I'm Roscoe and I'm Patty. Aren't you? Ooh. Roscoe, sit here. I think I did it right this time, did I? Ooh, dude, they have filters. They have filters, Roscoe. I could filter myself out right on this YouTube Live. Who knew? Say hi. There's my boy. Hi, creative. Just me and you right now, I think. Hi. Say hi. Just got home from dinner with a friend, and I wanted a cigar without driving across town. And I thought, well, I'll just do it on my porch. Have a cigar. How am I feeling? Pretty shitty. I mean, I don't know. People are evil. I know there's this whole thing about, I'm Catholic, I tell you all the time, and people are born inherently good. I really don't believe that. Next time I go for penance, I'm going to chat with that priest. I'm going to have a conversation about this because I really don't believe they are born inherently good. I don't. I think they're born inherently shitty. Who does that? I know a lot more about this case now, and it's not public information, so I can't share it. But come on. That body was found exactly where Lala said it would be. We drove up there. She said, Patty, I bet it's close to the road here. So when he drives back and forth from his apartment to his job, sorry, that's Roscoe moving around on the table, on the bench. Come on, baby. Come on. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to Roscoe. This is like, I don't remember what kind of bench it is, but it is sloped. Like a beach chair would be. Adirondack. That's what it is. And, so cute. Makes it very happy for me to come home. He is a sweetheart. I didn't like that whole StreamYard going live in my car. I won't be doing that again. I couldn't see your comments. I mean, StreamYard's good if you're on a desktop somewhere, but not if you're just going to go mobile. It's not. Oh, sorry, my light. It's a motion detector. Choo choo. There we go. My light's a motion detector out here, so it went off. Say hi. Say hi. Mm-hmm. Say hi. No? I just told. I have him leashed because he'll take off. You just want to take off, don't you? There's some pit bulls in the back that don't. The owner doesn't leash them, so I have to keep him leashed for our protection. Plus, we have eagles in the area. There's eagles' nests around here. And owls. We have owls and eagles, don't we, baby? And they'll pick you up. Do you guys remember when Jessica Simpson's dog Daisy got axed by a hawk or something? Oh, I was like, when we were beside ourselves, weren't we, Roscoe? It's just a lot today. Then I had other stuff business-wise go like awry this week, like big stuff, tragic stuff. And I was like, if I were a drinker, I'd be tossed back some shots right now. For sure. Right? We just can't believe how evil people are. I can't. Let's see what you say. Hi, Debbie. Hiya Rabbit and Roberta, True Crime Report. Joel did a show just now, and the people in there who think it's fine if they get out. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I have not kept up. You worry about your little dog with wildlife creative. You have to. He wants down. Hold on one second. You have to because it's wildlife. I would prefer Roscoe not be bait, if you would. What happened with STS? So Menendez, I don't even understand that. Somebody. So they're going to get resentenced? For what? For remurdering them? See, people are inherently evil. Who gets to do the sentencing? Thank you, B Rabbit, for saying what happened. Hi, Bling is the new black. Hi, everybody. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see your name, so I apologize for that. I do have to, like, wave in front of my light over here. Probably some woke California judge, Roberta, I guarantee you. I can't believe I caught your live, Marta. Sorry you had a bad day. I did hear about missing girl. Well, I was very happy that I was included in the information and that I had time to somewhat collect my attitude before the press conference. And then, I've never been at a police press conference before. So I walked into the police station and, of course, I knew she'd been found since earlier in the day. I knew. And the rest of the media didn't know. And so when I walked into the police station, sorry about that, I was like, I need to go back. And so I said I was with WVFT, which I am, the radio station. They say, oh, okay, come on back. And that's how I got to be there. Chris Corbett was in the room. The chief was in the room. There were a state attorney office state attorneys I wasn't familiar with. Jennifer Camp, who did the lab work, I was familiar with. There were a lot of other detectives I'd seen their face but don't know their name. The sheriff from Thomas County, Georgia, where Thomasville is located, was there. Their state attorney was there, their DA. The dog. I think it was sorry about that. It's this. Quiznos, I think was the dog's name. The cadaver dog that found Lorie was there. What someone brought up, I think in one of the chats was, I think people were calling me today, so I don't remember who, I'm sorry. But it was probably the corrections office, Jefferson Correctional Institute, where Andrew Wiley worked. Their dogs, but it wasn't, they hired out. And I thought, oh, now I know why they hired out, so. It's a lot. And then I was afraid that his mugshot would be blind, but my friend Lala, I went to get dinner with her, and she said, no, it'll be on there. So we went to the county website, and it was on there. Judge Lance Neff is the arraignment judge. It'll get switched out. But Lance Neff, who was up for the appellate seat, along with Judge Stephen Everett, who didn't get it. What was I going to say? So Lance Neff is also the one that handled Roberta that innocence bull S with Josh Dubin. He's the one that said, screw you, Segura and Josh Dubin. So that's closed. I'm sure they could appeal it, but it is good news that Lorie's father was arrested. It's very good news. It's very good news that they found her. That's all very good news. That's that. I mean, that's the end of that. Her mother, of course, was nowhere to be found. The grandmother was nowhere to be found. The uncles were nowhere to be found. It's just unbelievable. Where are her uncles? Where are people that cared about her? People were like, in Living Tallahassee, they were saying, oh, we should have a balloon release. Well, don't do that because that's illegal now. Don't do a balloon release. Where are these people? In their house? I bet they found out when the rest of the world found out. I bet they didn't even tell them. But they didn't. Roscoe, over here. Over here. The mother's in Tennessee still going to med school. Do you want her to be your medical physician? Miranda Paige, you want her? You don't want her. One uncle's a football coach for middle school. Come on. His mother died. She had cancer. She was my age. I don't think she was much older than me. I'm old enough to be this brat's mother. Piece of shit. So anyway, what are you all saying? Roscoe is adorable. Thank you, got your 6. That's very nice of you. Yeah, she's in med school. It's her heart. You have to go back. I did a show about her and played it. It's Miranda with 3 A's. She's trash. She didn't have the heart to, she said she wasn't going to help law enforcement because she didn't have to. And then people want to lecture me and tell me, well, you have no idea what she's going through. Or she'll tell you. We don't need... She wasn't going through too much. She was more worried about being taken out of school the day that Lorie went missing, June 3rd, 2023. She said it on camera. She was taken out of school, and it pissed her off. She couldn't afford to drive down to Tallahassee and stay in school because school was her heart. It was her heart. Med school. How could she possibly be a medical doctor? How? Right, Ross? Ross and I have these long talks about stuff like this. Why is a balloon release illegal in the area? Because of birds. So DeSantis, our governor, with the last legislation, it's banned. Because of birds, which makes sense. Come on, ready? You can do other things, you just can't do birds. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. No? Do you want to go in? You want to get up here? He does this thing where he's on one leg. You want to do one leg? I don't know what you want. I got to relight my cigar. Sorry. Does anyone else smoke a cigar here? Male, female, doesn't matter. Come here. Come here. Ready? Oh! Oh! Say hi. This is my bunkin. You don't, but you love the smell. Balloon releases are horrible. Yeah, I would expect. He smells it. I think he smells the cigar. You smell it. These are my Guy Fieri cigars. They're like busted knuckle or something they're called. I forget what they're called. I'm not good about that. You know, like some people are like, I know this breed and the brand and I know it's a Connecticut. That's all I know. Oh, knuckle sandwich is what it's called. So close, right? I could give someone a knuckle sandwich. When I clicked on you, you were taking a big puff of your cigar. Oh, just me, Joe, I know. I'm sorry. It's my Friday night thing. Right, Roscoe? Usually I'm at a cigar shop, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like going over there and then having to drive all the way home tonight. So I just came home and set up a camera, right? And said, you can see Roscoe. Do you see? He doesn't care. He don't like the camera, do you? People are like, he needs a bath tomorrow. People are like, people have more videos of Roscoe. He hides. Don't you, babe? Oh, by the way, I wanted you to see his collar. He does not, it's a plaid collar, and there's no paraphernalia on it for ticks or otherwise. So, yeah. Or was that too private? Was that too private? Was it too private? Look at him looking at me like. He side-eyes me just like my mother did, I swear. I know it sounds odd, but I think it's my mother, right? You sit there? Want to sit on the pillow so you don't slide? No? Dude, this cigar is going to blow out if you keep doing this. I just want him to sit. But I don't think he wants to. Oh, what's that? He's giving you the frozen stare. He does, Simona. You gave his dog a bath. Oh, a coconut? I have to give him that. Ooh, be careful, Roscoe. He wants to go in just a second. He's ready. Come on. You can go in. Come on. Here. I give him that, it's a purple shampoo because his hair's white. So I do that with him. I have a precious little chickadee that is visiting regularly. My sister-in-law said he sits outside my window and watches me. Aw. Hi, Moonchild. Moonchild lives in Florida. Hey, Leslie, how are you? I wonder if I could take my cigars with me to Italy. Does anybody know? I'm sure I can't puff them on a ship, but is it okay to have a cigar, walk around? Carlos, Granny, why are you vaping? Carlos, this isn't a vape. It's a cigar. And it's delicious, by the way. Tastes good. I love being called Granny. You know, it just makes my day, Carlos. Ah, bless your heart, Carlos. Seriously, does anyone know if cigars are acceptable walking around Italy and Croatia? He called me Granny. Yes, he did, Creative. That's bad for my lungs. I'll be fine. We all die, dear. Debbie, I took him to his groomer last week, but I'm on my way to Sacramento for the weekend. A big wedding. Leslie, I was on live earlier because my Lorie Paige was found. She was found on the 5th of April. And bless their hearts, that lab turned that shit around. They must have found her backpack. It couldn't have just been the DNA. It just couldn't have been. They had to have known who she was, that she was there. So what the story was with this chief of police was Andrew Wiley, her deadbeat, disgusting piece of shit father, had some searches on his computer about how to hide a body in water between Georgia and Alabama. And so they kind of knew where to look for her, and they'd been conducting those searches. But that's only been since February 2024, since I got involved, and then Nancy Grace had a show about it. Yeah, that's only been since then. But anyway, I digress, right? Because spilled milk, Patricia. So they had an idea. Sorry, that's my light. They had an idea where her body would be. They sent dogs up for searching all along 19, which is what I had said and Lala had said. Then they did a prescribed burn. It's a private plantation owned by the Flowers family. The Flowers family owns Twinkie, and they are right outside of Thomasville, Georgia. The plantation is called Merrily, Merrily, and it's 3,165 acres. She was probably found close to a road because he's a lazy fuck, and under brush. They did a prescribed burn. They come back. The dog comes back. It's a private handler. Brings them back. They found her. They found her on the 5th. They turned it around in 4 days. So they had to have known it was her. He probably didn't undress her. He probably had the backpack, because I asked Andrew Wiley, you piece of shit, about the backpack, and the piece of shit told me he didn't recall what color it was. How do you not know what color your kid's backpack is that you probably bought? Because you're a shit liar, that's why. It's tie-dye. Tie-dye pastel, tie-dye bright colors. What color is it? Was it like the paintbrush or like the splatter of just tie-dye? I can't wait to go to that first hearing. So they must have had the backpack and her shoes, because they knew what color her shoes were. She only had a pair. That was it. So they had to, it couldn't, I mean, she's 2 years in a forest, basically, private property, but a forest, the plantation, they call it. And so animals, wildlife, they're going to carry a lot of her away, right? They're going to carry a lot of her away. So to really know, even though when they saw it, they must have seen her something. I mean, I doubt he stripped her and burned her clothes, because that would have been smart. He didn't do that because he's an idiot. So thank God he's a moron piece of shit. That's great. But that backpack had to have been with her. I'm just convinced. What was she wearing, Andrew? Miss Patty, I don't recall. Oh, okay, Andrew. You live in a 640 square foot apartment, Andrew, with 1 bedroom, and someone's on the sofa. There's no dresser in there to be heard of. There's nothing. There's a computer, a table. That's really it. Small pieces of furniture. Sorry, that's Roscoe. He's not barking about me. He's barking about my cat, because the cat is not playing with him. The cat sits there and Roscoe barks. Let me go check on him. What is the cat? She is allowed to sleep. Why will you not let her sleep? Holy mackerel, they're going to think you're in trouble. So our cat, Tally, is old. She's old. She's fat, she's gray, she's beautiful, but she's a big girl. She gets up on the dining room chair and she just wants to sleep. And Roscoe doesn't want her to. Roscoe wants to play. So that's the barking. And he just barks and barks and barks, and she just lays there. She pays him no mind. So they had to have found that backpack. Which, thank God, but they turned that around in a lab in 4 days. We got confirmation this morning. The indictment was written today. It hasn't been made public yet. Chief didn't take any questions. And that's that. Were you suspicious of him in the beginning? No. I was suspicious of the mother. Because the mother wouldn't do anything, right? The mother, Miranda, she wouldn't come down. She wouldn't help law enforcement. She wouldn't do anything. The girl Lorie, had already run away from her several times. Allegedly, she'd been molested when she lived with her. She didn't have her hair cut. She didn't take care of her. She didn't do anything for her. And if you listen to Miranda Paige for more than 5 minutes, you know that there's something not right there. So I absolutely blame the mother. All of us did. And I'm not even apologizing for that because that woman never even tried. She never even tried. She literally went on camera and said, I don't have to. I don't have to help law enforcement. Who says that? Susan, and I said it earlier, Susan Smith even fake tried. So Miranda was more worried about university than she was anything else. She lives in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. She's in an apartment. She's a lesbian, but somehow and this was where the story got really weird, was her lover lived in Lake City, which is center of the state along Georgia border. And I'm like, it's where 75 and I-10 meet. I'm like, why would she live there? I'm like, this girl can't even afford to drive to Tallahassee to look for her daughter. She's going to Lake City to get laid? I have a lot of judgment about Miranda Paige. And her mother, Brooklyn, who also didn't do anything to help. Nothing. So yeah, I did. I thought it was the mother, and then we met Andrew. Once we met Andrew, it wasn't almost that the stories were inconsistent. I think he was consistent. He just was lying. I mean, how do you not know the kid's backpack, dude? Even, he said when he got Lorie Paige that she was not very ladylike. His girlfriend, who she's moved away, she has nothing to do with it. She went in the military. So she was out of the picture. She was at a new duty station. She helped her, got her clothes, got her hair washed. Like, it was like the way he described it, like she'd been left in the woods, like a wolf. That's how he described it. Like she just didn't know how to chew. I mean, he was just very dramatic about how the mother, and he described for us that day that the mother showed up. So a couple days, so 2 weeks before he killed her, she runs away. The mother finds out. She ran away, but did she? I think he kicked her out of the house. I don't think she ran away. And the reason why I say I think he kicked her out of the house, but he said she ran away, is because he's a fucking murderer. So there's that. But the other side of it was she goes to school. What kid who runs away goes to school? She loves school. Margie Summers. Margie Summers is the teacher that, without Margie, none of this would have happened. So she goes to school. She's 12 years old. She had no shoes. They called the parent. Andrew. Call the parent. He picks her up, takes her home. Sorry, that's my light. It's a motion detector, right? So he takes her home. You know, because I'm worried about the environment. So he takes her home, and couple days later, Miranda drives down, because now at this point she found out that she ran away. Now she's going to be the mom. She's all pissed. She shows up at the apartment on Continental Court over by FSU, and she is pissed off. Pissed that she ran away, pissed at life, pissed that she had to leave school to check on her kid. She's pissed. She makes a scene. Lorie doesn't want to deal with her. Andrew calls law enforcement. Law enforcement shows up. There's a video of it. Law enforcement shows up. Lorie is outside. He's inside. Miranda's outside. Miranda's throwing a fit. She says, I don't want to go with my mom, something, something. Law enforcement says, okay, everything's fine. She goes back in the house. That was it. Something must have happened. I know what happened, but I can't say. Stuff happened. And she's dead. I don't believe she was dead when he put her in the car to go to the forest, because they'd searched his car multiple times. It's the same car. So she had to have been alive. I mean, isn't that what makes sense? You don't smell like a cadaver if you're not one. Drove a white Dodge Charger, I guess, with a black antenna thingy on the back. You know, I took pictures of the car and everything when I was there. When we were meeting with him, I was like, here, so I know what your car looks like. So apparently his story was 2 days later, it's June 3rd, 2023. What day of the week is that? Like a Friday? What is that? Wednesday or Thursday? Something like that. June 3rd was a Saturday. So Saturday, he reports her missing. So either the 1st or the 2nd, she was murdered. We don't know. We won't know. But he worked midnight shift. And if you recall, I had my son James on several times when I said, what time do you have to be at work? Right at noon. I was like, well, they don't have like report. You know, when I worked as a nurse, because I did work as a nurse, you would take report. And I worked as a nurse at this jail. Like half hour, 45 minutes, you had to take report. Apparently, correction officers don't require that. So he goes to work. He's at midnight, gets home around 9. It's 45 minutes to an hour from his apartment to the correction facility, which is a prison. And he lied. He reports her missing and then proceeds to not help, which he told us February 2nd, 2024, something like that. He says that he did not have to help because law enforcement, it was a young detective. A young detective tells him he doesn't have to help. What day was it that we did that search? I don't have it in here. I didn't write it down. Law enforcement, young detective, a female. She thought it was a runaway case. Said, you don't have to talk to media if you don't want to. So he never did. When we show up, there's a cleanup day the sheriff sponsored, sheriff's department. So we go over to the sheriff's department that day. Rudy Ferguson, Pastor Rudy Ferguson, Margie and I have like 1,000 flyers to hand out. Like, we're just going to hand out flyers. And it was actually Margie's idea because we'd already done grid searches. So it was Margie's idea. She's like, any big community event, Patty, can you have flyers? Yes, I'll give you flyers. So we print flyers, we take the flyers. And towards the end of that morning, like the state rep Allison Tant's there, Sheriff McNeil's there, all these Barry Richards, who represented George W. Bush in the, that Gore Bush bullshit. He was there, like dignitaries. 41st, we're just hanging out in the sheriff's department parking lot. Here comes Andy. Andy Wiley shows up looking like shit because he worked night shift in his uniform. Like it hadn't been washed in a while. Pig. Ready to tell his tale. Never really took his hands out of his pocket. Never really. He looked me in the eye, though. He looked Rudy in the eye. He was very, like, hugged Rudy, shook his hand, thankful to Rudy, thankful to us. I can't even repeat what Rudy Ferguson told me today. Pastor. It was like, he's like, man, this is. So, dude, it's bad. I was like, Rudy, can you believe? I mean, I just can't. I can believe it. But I can't. So when all this happened, like the runaway, the not runaway, the runaway, the not runaway, part of it was miscommunication. Well, how, and it's not just Tallahassee Police Department, just how police departments handle runaway, not endangered. So one big change, Tallahassee Police Department will never do that again. They said they're not going to publish something to that effect because people just shoo it. I shooed it. She was runaway. I listened to everybody but who I should have listened to. I should have only listened to law enforcement. So now that is a rule in our group. If someone is missing, until I hear and see it on the law enforcement, on the law enforcement website or from law enforcement, we do not remove the missing posters. So once that happened, the cover art on the group was Lorie Paige. And I was like, people are like, she's blah, she's been found. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not listening to you. I never took it down. And now I'm not taking it down. I can't take it down yet. I'll take it down later. After he's convicted, maybe. I'll take it down then. There must be a reason other than getting clicks to why these lawyers are agreeing with the defense. For the life of me, I cannot see it. I only see it as scale goes guilty. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I lost it on him when he said Karen Reed was being framed last year after. Oh, I don't know. I can't pretend to know why attorneys do what they do because I'm not one. But I am just not of the opinion that I like defense attorneys. Not in a murder case. I really am not. Because their whole thing is they are gaslighting, right? They are gaslighting. They have to. They have to blow smoke up all these asses to be able to do it. Wait till Donna's trial is. You see Jackie Fulford screaming at the top of her lungs again. Oh, is this empty? No. My torch is empty. So, that's my story. I could not believe the Carl's the same. I know. I wish I knew forensically why he is saying she's innocent. I don't understand it. Because I only think of forensics when I think of it. I don't think just I mean, if that's the case, you might as well say Wendy Adelson shouldn't even be arrested. That literally, you've got to be on the same path there. And I'm not saying Wendy Adelson is innocent by any stretch. I'm just saying, how can you say one but not the other? Because what forensics ties to Wendy Adelson, right? Sorry. What ties her? We don't know. I mean, if that's the case, be consistent. That's all. Be consistent. I always think of that cheer. Be consistent. Roberta Glass, he is welcome to come on and debate me any day of the week, I bet. Well, he's only going on like Young Jerks of all people. What? Why are you going on Young Jerks? Are there any actual attorneys advocating for the victim? You know, that's a really good question, B Rabbit. No, because the one with the hair, he's all for it. I mean, why do they do it? He's an HR attorney. It's like Jared, no offense. I mean, Jared Ross is for the victim, but he's a beer lobbyist. He's not even a criminal attorney. Because he's an old jerk. He's getting sued for defamation. I just don't want to be around all that. Who is an attorney that fights? Who is one that fights for the... That's a great question. Who is one? I mean, there's the people that... You know, the people like us, we're lay people that don't really know as much as we'd like to pretend. We fight for the victims, but that's a great question, B Rabbit. No, not Carl getting sued, Young Jerk. I don't want my cigar to go out. I have another. Oh, I took it in the house. I have another lighter. So these torches. Is there any in there? Oh, there's some in there. There we go. You got to fill them with butane. Thank you, Patricia. My true crime wifey. Karen Reed has the card data that implicates her, the microscopic taillight pieces in John's shirt. How do you plant that? You don't. Patty, don't not box. Wait, what does that say? Oh, it said message retracted. What did you say, Susan? Hi, Mia. Yeah, there's a lot more evidence against Karen than Wendy. That's what I meant. Like, how can you be consistent on that? Although I did see that Chris Corbett. He's brilliant. I saw him today in the presser. There must have been, you know, I did a scan of the room. There was a lot of guys there. And women. There were a lot of law enforcement there. Susan, what did you say? Patty, don't not box that cigar. I don't know what you... Hey, Mona. So tired. I saw my ST in person. Aw. Don't hot box your good... Don't hot box it. I won't. I just gotta... I'm blowing smoke into it. Like I'm blowing into it. Because it sat there for a bit. It takes me like an hour plus to smoke a cigar. I've been on for 44 minutes. And I still have a lot. So... True Crime Report. That was so lovely what you did earlier, showing the lovely John O'Keefe pics and people. Aw. What is the brand of cigar? It is Guy Fieri's. Hopefully I said it right. Knuckle Sandwich. Connecticut. It's the lightest one he had. I can't be smoking those I can't be puffing on those really dark ones. That's what he said. Cannot do it. And usually I use like, when I have the cigar like this, I only cut like a half moon, but I only have my cheap cutter with me, this cutter. So I cut the whole back end of it off. This lady was just arrested here in Nashville for trying to hire a hit, but husband is suspected of killing their son. No. Well, I'd have had a hit on him too. I'd have had a hit. I mean, wouldn't we all? I would. Hey, Jill. Why isn't this first degree? Hey, Margaret. Why isn't it first degree? Well, we're in Leon County. Henry Segura annihilated an entire family and didn't get first degree. Didn't get the death penalty. Didn't get any of it. So, that's why. Second degree. And, hey, David. It's second degree murder. I think there should be extra lifetimes just because she was 12. See what a jury does here. I know who won't be on the jury. Me. I won't be on the jury. Can you imagine? But I'll be going. She has no family. She has no family. She has people that are related to her, but she has no family. You know who she has? Margie Summers. Her teacher. The teacher's aide. We had to guilt Leon County schools into having a press conference last year. Guilt. Best thing that I saw, that principal of Griffin Middle School, she didn't want to be there. Nobody wanted to be there. They literally told us. So they have a marquee out front, congratulations, students, blah, 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 all that crap that they put out there. They wouldn't put Lorie Paige's name out on the marquee because if they did it for one missing child, they would have to do it for all of them. Can't do that. Can't bring light to missing children. People will think it's an epidemic. Isn't that trash? So they wouldn't do it. They had a press conference. Rudy calls it. Brings in a lot of black civil rights activists like Lush. They were all there. They all showed up. Principal, you would have had to drag her through. Guess who got fired recently? That principal. You know why? Money. She was stealing it, allegedly. Cooking the books, she was. Yep. Couldn't happen to a nicer twat. Can you imagine? Can't do it for one. Got to do it for all of them. How many missing kids do you have, Rocky Anna? He's the school superintendent. How many missing kids were there? How many missing kids are there in Leon County right now that have been missing for a year at that time? You know how many? None. Lorie was the longest. And you couldn't put her name out there? He wouldn't even speak at the press conference. But these people, they just keep electing him. He would not even speak at that press conference. Leslie says, we interviewed a young lady yesterday and she's an FSU grad. I said, oh, so I follow case. She said, oh, yes, the professor. You're going to hire her? Oh, nice. Congratulations to her. Mia says, it's very frustrating. Also, the way that a lot of these cases get bumped into a category. That's exactly right. Missing, runaway. And as soon as it says runaway, what does everybody do? Oh, it's her own choice. I mean, you can't watch any of these old crime shows. I was watching a show. It's on AMC. It's called Vanished Triangle. And it's a British show, but it's on AMC. And it's the same idea. Well, she ran away. So what? She's 12. 12-year-olds aren't legally allowed to run away. How does that even work? Well, she's 12. She's not an adult. She ran away. If that's the case. Could we find out, please? She lived near a bus stop. Like, I give a shit. I was like, this is why I can never run for any political office. Ever. Monica Semitelli was found guilty today when he did it. I love that. I'm thankful the jury got it right. That was a heartbreaking case. Rest in peace, Fabio. I know. A 12-year-old is a minor. That's what I said. I went to that press conference. I spoke. Rocky Hanna didn't speak. I spoke and said, 12-year-olds don't get to run away. They don't get to. You need your, Leslie, I have mine. You need your yellow star ID by early May. And it really means nothing. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It's not like it's going to get you in and out of the country like a passport. Ashy J, you're always looking like you could be smoked. You get dizzy. I don't know why you're smoking weed and blood because you're not born in the U.S. My mom and dad smoke when I get to sleep, but well, it's not weed, because if this was weed, well, that would be a lot of weed. This is a cigar, and you don't inhale. Mia says, exactly. The reason why they're lumped together into the category is to assign guilt and blame to the missing child for the fact that they're missing. It's a cigar. It reminds me of the Asha degree case. The dad did it. Oh my gosh. I gotta wave my arms like I'm Italian. Hi, my father's alibi. What are you going to spell? Do you say a cat's milk? What are you going to spell? What? Ashy J. Ashy, you need some lotion. Then you won't be ashy. So annoyed. All these residents moving here from out of state and the real doesn't transfer. Have to start over. It doesn't? That's stupid. I guess that's how the states make their money. Here, you're a fee-based state. Tennessee is fee-based because they don't have income tax. And Florida's fee-based, so everything is a fee. But when you don't have income tax, you're going to be paying fees. Leslie is an awesome channel for those who haven't already subscribed. That's government, she said. Sounds like you escaped from St. Elizabeth's. Okay, Mia. Hey, everybody, if you can go like Jibs and Jabs, the enemy of my enemy is trying to take their site down, their channel, for privacy, which is a bullshit, convoluted bullshit. Society Page tried to do that with me. Sorry, my light is motion detector. Society Page tried to do that with me, and guess what? He lost. Because I responded. So if you all can go like and subscribe to Jibs and Jabs videos, there's not that many. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it. And Ashley J was put in timeout, not by me, because I can't do 3 things at once, but by Debbie. How are you doing, Allison? You okay? Yeah, it's a targeted report. The whole thing is bullshit. Fancy needs is something else to do. Go find another crime. Go find something else to do. Because I'm not going to stop making fun of you. I'm just not. I got 5 years. And when I'm done, you'll know it. Things are good? Okay, good. Yeah, she needs a hobby besides worrying about Charlie Adelson's past lives. I mean, she's literally going back to 2015 and get, told you, it's the hay. That's all they got. They got the heyday. They got nothing else. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of other crimes that she would probably be fabulous at bringing attention to, but she can't, she won't do it. She has a great audience. They're very loyal, whatever. But like, dude, go find something else. There are so many crimes that you could highlight with your time instead of dicking around with jibs and jabs, who's far more talented than you, by the way. Far more talented. I mean, it's completely like pathetic. If you have a talent, which people think she does, 9,200, go find a crime to highlight, whether it's something similar to the Adelsons, whether it's something local. I mean, you're in LA. I mean, there's like murders every day. Go do something. People could use that kind of notoriety to help them. I'm pissed. Lorie Paige didn't get, I mean, I feel, not that it's my fault, but that Sebastian Rogers got more attention than Lorie Paige. Anyway, always looking for gossip and tidbits about a murder case is akin to gutter press. It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't there something? Oh my God, I gotta fix that light tomorrow and turn it out so I can turn it off and on. Isn't there something that somebody could do to highlight smaller murders? Like, that don't get that kind of notoriety. How many victims' families would love that? Instead of dealing with jibs and jabs, who is, again, far more talented than she is. I mean, she could monotonize the world, like just put you to sleep. But I'm sure her audience loves her. They write so. There's got to be a crime somewhere. If she still lives in LA, I wonder. Jibs and Jabs is so talented, and she's got to be jealous as hell. She's got to be. So you're saying fancy fiction is a one-hit wonder like Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky? Yeah. Pretty much. She says it. The cases are life. Oh, my God. Why is this? It's like it's shortened. I got to wave my arms up in there. She says she is a one-hit wonder. And Lord knows the other one doesn't have a clue. Now you're going to hear that song in your night. Let's see. Let me see. You've been amazing, and your amazing community. Aw, thank you, Allison. My father's alibi. Thank you. It's true that anyone can look at a criminal court calendar and the umpteen cases. There are, and they would be so grateful. They would be grateful. That's what I'm going to start doing. Finding smaller cases. Crystal Rogers is coming up. That's not a smaller case. Smaller town. But did you guys hear about Crystal? What happened? So if you don't know, out of Bardstown, Kentucky, south of Louisville, home of which, you know, suffered floods in that area this week, big storms. Crystal went missing July 4th weekend, 11 years ago. And I think it was 2014 too, isn't it? And Brooks Houck, her baby daddy and boyfriend at the time that she was fixing to leave, And 2 of his employees are due to go on trial. Well, they found some hairs in the bed of that trunk, which I'm going to do tomorrow. There was a whole Crystal Rogers series on, what is it? Not ID. What is it? I forget this station that did a whole series on her. It's really well done. Did it on her father's shooting, her shooting. They got into the truck. They had an investigator with them. So, because there's multiple murders tied with Crystal Rogers. But so they found 2 hairs and they've got to get the DNA done. So we'll talk about that tomorrow afternoon. The privacy violator is mad about privacy violation. That is actually. And you know what? Jibs Jab did a video on pot calling kettle black. Apparently there's 4 videos that the little rat decided were privacy issues. Jibs and Jab didn't do anything to you. And you called me a fucking felon. So I would just shit down if I were you. I really would. Because you think you're scot-free, you're not. And the second you're on other videos as a guest, I'm going at you. Going at you and the guests. Like if other people want to put you on their show, they're free to, but you're going to get spammed. You're going to. I'm going to be paying for bots if I have to. Take it down. She doesn't deserve 1 ounce of notoriety. And I'm going to go to Tim Jansen, and I'm going to have him verify. Well, you know what? Tim Jansen was my attorney, and he, of course, wouldn't do what you said he's going to do. Dumb twat. Oh, you can't call her a twat. Think I can't? Brooks Houck is a walking red flag, but he got away with it for a decade. For a decade. Till the FBI, I gotta fix that. Till the FBI came in, he did get away with it. He got away with it. Because for whatever reason, Kentucky Bureau of Investigation only takes 4 pieces of evidence at a time. Who says that out loud? Even if that's the case, why would a Bureau of Investigation say that? Why? Anyway, what time is it? It's only 10:14. It says, forensic, I only threatened her so she would stop talking about me. Oh yeah, that's what this woman said. Who says that? Who literally emails someone? And I've seen it, so don't even say it's not in an email. Who even does that? And then says, well, I only did it so she was talking about me. Which is what? Extortion. That's what it is. You can't threaten people in writing to interfere with their custody of their child. Come on. You can't call someone a felon that's not a felon. That's slander. You can't say I had a DUI when I haven't had a DUI. I don't drink. I certainly don't drink and drive. A friend of mine just got his pop for his 3rd one. Oh yeah, I'm about to do all that. He got popped for his 3rd one in less than a year. 2 were in 30 days. He's going to be doing some serious time. Hello, Frau Patty, Mod Squad, and chat peeps. Hi, Wesley. Oh, yeah, you know, as all know, someone like that woman, dude, wait till tomorrow when you listen to John Smith's new song he sent me, which I was going to do today. And John Smith wrote this amazing song. Amazing. So fabulous. But they found Lorie Paige, so I didn't. Anyone getting a 3rd DUI is an alcoholic. Oh, yeah, he's been through treatment, too. He knows the repercussions. He's lucky he hasn't killed somebody. He's my age. That's what I can't believe. You are this age, and you don't know better? I mean, I'll always be a friend, but I ain't dealing with that. I don't hang out with that. I've said it before. Don't like the alcoholics, and I don't like the addicts. Hi, Jibs. How are you? Yeah, so you don't say, didn't you have a DUI? Didn't you get strip searched? Didn't you have all... No, I didn't. But thank you, twat. No, I didn't. No. Just because you said so doesn't make it true. You and your 9,200 followers. Who does that? Who follows that and be like, she's right. She's so right. She's spot on. Spot on, that woman is. If anyone read that transcript that I read out loud, should have not known her ass from a hole in the ground. But of course, she's the inside scoop, says the sources that aren't sources. That could be sources. They might have been sources. What did she say? What did she say with Shadrick? He was in a live, could have been in my live, wasn't my live. Fan favorite. I did not pay the FF fine to the Leon County Courthouse, just saying. I ain't paying anything for that woman. I want to know, who are these 9,200 people? Exactly. I do too. I would really like to know. You wait 5 months to go back on air, basically, camera. And during that 5 months, all you're doing is worrying about what Mia Wallace does, Patty Wilson, and My Father's Alibi. Really? You got nothing else to do, Miss HR. You might want to work on that defunct company. Why do all the kooks think they're special? Who is Shadrick? BS, that's a great question. Shadrick was the guy that found drugs for Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera the weekend that they decided to, or the couple days they were here before they decided to obliterate Dan Markel in his garage. Well, Fancy thinks he's cute. What a fun guy. What if he wants to go to the bar with me? Did the record on FF's shoplifting mention where she was stealing? No, it's sealed. It's not sealed, but it's so old. I'm going to do a FOIA. I just haven't had a chance. I'm going to do a FOIA. I saw the records department at the jail today. I mean, at the police department. I thought I'd go in and ask. But case number and all. It's not a bad idea. I might go over there Monday. Because I don't know that the Leon County clerk's going to have it still. Roscoe, do you want to come back out? Do you want to come back out? Yep. She was stealing from Eckerd Drugs. Is that it? Stole from the Eckards? Is that what you said? Let me get him. I'll be right back. My pumpkin. Do you want to come out? Come here. My challenge with that story, because that's what it is she stole in December 2000. The boyfriend was killed in June 1999. He was killed in a car accident. I found her post about that. Right? What's wrong? Do you want to come up here? And, oh, he doesn't like this cigar at all. He doesn't like the cigar. Come on. Come here. So, oh, you feel so good. It's over there. You can't have it. He smells it on my hand. I rarely smoke it at home. But he, So he's killed in a car accident in June 1999, and she steals in 2000, December. But she blames it on her show. It was a lesson she had to learn. And her boyfriend was killed in a car accident. So 18 months later, she just spazzes out and starts stealing. Come on. Again, people don't realize people can find your shit. Like, people can look up your stuff. I'm flying back east tonight to bring Wesley and Jezebel back with me on Sunday for Napa Doggy summer camp. Well, aren't they lucky, Wesley? He is a widow baby, but I don't think he likes this cigar. Do you like it? He's smelling my hands. I don't think he likes it. Do you like it? Do you want to see? Let's say hi. Let's say hi. So cute. Let's say hi. Say hi. Say hi. It's bedtime. He's yawning. Oh, is it good boy? No? So 18 months later, you start ripping off drugstores and whatever? Come on. He looks like Barney the dog. Aww. Say hi. Oops. We got that light to stay on, didn't we? What's up with you and John Smith? I think he was just emailing to me because he knew I could transmit to you. I'll be via TC. He probably doesn't have email. I miss mine too, but not for too much longer. Thanks, Roscoe is a cutie. Thank you, Wesley. He is a good dog. He's the best money I ever spent. Aren't ya? Say hi. They always ask about you. He doesn't want to even look in the... Oh, you're so tired. You're so tired. It's so nice out. Roscoe, I don't even want to go in. It's so nice. He still smells good. He needs a bath, but he smells good. Don't you? What's that? I don't know if she stole from the drugstore, but they are always in the news for stealing. We used to have an Eckerd's here, so it could have been. We could have had an Eckerd's, right? She knew the attorney wouldn't tell her that because that would be illegal. She said to throw around her clout, which she did not appreciate. Oh, yeah, he didn't appreciate that. Roscoe is so adorable, Patty. Thank you, Leslie. A pic of Roscoe in Chat GPT and ask what he would look like as a human. I will. I will. Probably my mother. Look like. My dog is giving me the look, says Jebby. It's time to go out. I have a rescue from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Came to Connecticut on a truck. Best $450 I ever spent. You know, Murfreesboro is where I bought my truck, my Vera, my Land Cruiser. Yeah, I am sure I wouldn't be happy either if I was... Oh, no. Nobody likes that. Don't throw their name around. I mentioned Eckerd's for old time's sake, like service merchandise. Ooh, I liked Woolworths. I have good memories about sitting at their counter. We didn't have Kresge's growing up where I was. We had the Kmart. But the Kmart had the little, luncheonette area too. I liked it. My sister worked there for a long time. Hi. Say hi. You know who is in Murfreesboro? Casey Anthony. Stop it. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? We rescued Bindi from South Florida. At first I thought that said South America. I thought it said South America. I don't have my glasses on. Say that. Is it ready to go to bed? Are you ready to go to bed? You ready to go to bed? Yeah, he's ready. We're going to night-night? He sleeps with me. He's going to protect me first, though. You should see him with his back up. Oh, you can kind of see him. I haven't heard Eckerd since I lived in Miami back before the earthquake cooled. Earth cooled. Kmart honey peanuts were the best. Kmart everything. They had the best hot dogs. We had a store. Did you guys have a store? It was like a competitor. Not like. It was a competitor of Kmart called Hills. Hills. They had the best popcorn you could ever imagine. I give Roscoe popcorn. He gets plain popcorn. He loves it. Jibs, I did another version, didn't know you had anything with it, so I asked Allison to send the new version to you. John, is that the same song you sent me? My 2 bed hogs sleep with me, too. You had Hills in West Virginia when you were a kid. I liked Hills. That's what they had. Back of Hills, they had our fireworks. Memorial Day, it was like you could go get a hot dog and a popcorn and a drink for $0.25. Like it was like the Depression. You can't slide off of there. You'll get hurt. I'm afraid you'll choke yourself. Does that make sense? Ready for bed? No? He just talked to. What are you looking at? You're such a good boy. He's a... Oops, it's bedtime. Let's go there. There we go. Say bedtime. We're going to go. Are you okay? So I'm going to come on tomorrow. I'm going to talk about Crystal. Lorie Val is such a train wreck. It's just hard for me to talk about her. I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for being with me today. Frau Patty, your hair looks especially fabulous. Well, guess what? I got a cut yesterday. I got a cut, which it had been like 6 months. So thank you, Wesley. It had been a while. It's still long, but it's good. Service in Nashville, Zimmerman family. I just forwarded you the latest email from John. Love your hair color. Oh, thanks, Razzle Dazzle. Well, it's God's hair color. It is my gray. Let's see, can you see? My gray and then my blonde. I still have blonde hair. Can you imagine? Yeah, you could see underneath. It's just like one big, like, toupee. I just, like, lift it up. Thanks for sharing the press conference with you. Thanks, I hope you were able to see it. It was an odd situation because I only had a phone with me. But they were all, the media was so nice. They let me be up front. People you probably would see in the courtroom. Jeff Burlew was there. Stefan from WCTV was there. They were really nice. I'd never been to one, and they were really kind to me. I think they knew that, I had worked for Lorie and tried to help the situation. I'm not quite sure, but they were really very generous in letting me be up front, and that meant a lot, just in general. But anyway, have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for just hanging out with me. Dang light. I know, it's a motion detector. You know, it is what it is. But it's so beautiful tonight. And I'm glad Roscoe could come out and see you all. But I'm going to take him in because it is his bedtime. And I'll be on tomorrow sometime. So thanks for hanging out with me. It means a lot. It really does. Oh, thank you. Gracious and fearless. Well, gracious and ballsy. I don't know if fearless is the thing, but I do have it's not always easy, right, being in that position. But I just feel like Allison does it. True Crime Wifey does it. The other people, I used to think they did it. Now I don't. But that it's for the people that don't have a voice. That's what we're doing. And that's a privilege. And I wish people would stop it, Light. I wish people would take it as a privilege, you know. But anyway, have a great evening. Thank you all so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.